Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the studios here at Culpeper Media Network for, once again, our State Theater Spotlight. Joining me today, as always, is the Events and Outreach Coordinator for the State Theater, Mr. Stephen Barker. Stephen, how are you?
I'm doing fine, Johnny. Thank you.
It's been such a long time since I've seen you.
Like a month or something.
It seems like forever.
30 days.
Well, first off, kind of give us an overall feel what Events and Outreach means for the State Theater.
Events and Outreach is an amazing title that means almost everything. But essentially my function is to make sure that our programming we reach out, help get the artist in, make sure they're taken care of. Any special events, rentals, or if we have a movie fundraiser night or any of these other activities, including the gallery, all of those things fall under my purview to make sure they go out without a hitch. It also means I'm a little bit of a house manager on the weekends, which is awesome. I love ordering sodas and concessions for everyone. And then the outreach part is the functions like this, coming out and talking to you and going out in the community and reaching out to our business partners and our sponsors and everybody else to make sure that they know and appreciate the State Theater.
Well, I tell you what, you're doing a heck of a job of it so far.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate that.
So here we are in our third State Theater Spotlight. Mm-hmm. And looking back just a tad, you guys have had a phenomenal past couple of months.
Absolutely. We're very proud. We've launched sort of our, like I said, our new philosophy of programming, this season-based, and we're halfway through, our first fall season, and we couldn't be prouder. We've seen some great successes. We had a full house for Jerry Lewis. We had a full house for Marty Stewart. We had a pretty dang full house for our Rocky Horror Picture Show evening. And we just keep seeing that Culpeper is coming out and is supporting us, and we just hope that everybody keeps coming out to the State Theater down there at 305 South Main Street and buys our tickets and sees our shows and keeps us going.
Well, I'm glad you brought up the point because I was about to, the philosophy of programming that we spoke about in our first program.
Absolutely.
As you are now showcasing the arts to everyone.
Absolutely.
And for those who may be unfamiliar with that, the philosophy of programming, can you again kind of go through that? I mean, it's been indicative of the programming as they see on the marquee.
Absolutely. We're very much looking for a balanced approach. We are continually getting feedback from our patrons telling us what they like to see. So we know we have an audience for good old classic rock and roll. We know we have a good audience for good old country and bluegrass. We offer films. We are offering live theater events. And some unique other things in the mix that we feel serve our community. For example, our Fresh Air Gallery, which is now carrying visual art. We're working more and more with local businesses who want to rent our facilities. We are very proud to have hosted the Pamper Me Pink event, sponsored by UVA Culpeper Hospital and Pepperberries. It was a wonderful outreach event to inform people. See what I did there?
Yeah, I did.
To inform people about women's health, and we couldn't be happier to be a part of it.
Well, again, as I said a number of times, and I'll probably continue to say a number more, really, I know I, for one, am really impressed with what the State Theater has done. The philosophy of programming seems to be making a real difference. And I think people are beginning to take notice. I
certainly believe so, and so it's nice to see the theater start to take off, and we look forward to keeping it going for as long as we can.
Absolutely. Now, that brings us to one of our topics for today.
Absolutely.
As we went through the past months, here we are in the very beginning of November, and we are looking for a phenomenal November to capitalize on success in the past and look towards success in the future.
We planned a good one, I can tell you that.
Well, you should tell me so we can discuss it.
All right, there we go. Well, coming up this weekend, we're bringing back a favorite of Culpeper's, the Reflex, which is a 1980s cover band that covers all the 80s, so our growing up time. And it is a rockin' great time. Not just a good time, it's a rockin' great time. We want everybody to come on out to the party, hit right in front on our dance floor, because it's going to be the time to just get the groove on that we all remember from the wonderful decades of big hair and leg warmers and the Breakfast Club and Neon and Swatch watches and whatever else I could probably, and Back to the Future and all that.
Really, we could sit here for a while.
We could, actually. I should stop.
It's flooding back now.
So it's a great show. It's going to take place Friday night, November 6th at 8 p.m. And the tickets are very affordable, $25 for everybody to come out and have a good old time to kick off November.
Wonderful. And that's just Friday.
That's just Friday. Saturday, we're bringing some really amazing talent to the State Theater. I'm excited and to be out there. We, in partnership with the Winmore Foundation for the Arts, are bringing Elizabeth Von Trapp. Von Trapp, yes, that means we are bringing the granddaughter of Maria Von Trapp of the Von Trapp family singers and the Sound of Music fame. So the hills of the Piedmont will be alive with the sound of music.
Seriously, were you writing this earlier? Because that was pretty good. That was
I
good.
try.
You should just say I came up with the top. I just off the top of my head.
I came up with it off the top of my head.
Very nice
Sure.
job.
All right. Thank you, sir. I will.
And so that's this Saturday night.
Absolutely. And it's very exciting. Elizabeth is coming. She is going to perform some of the classic numbers we all know, tell some stories about the family. What's really exciting is she is also, through the Winmore Foundation, partnering with some other local talent. So the Culpeper Ballet Theater will actually be performing a short ballet to the song The Sound of Music as sung by Julie Andrews in the movie. And then local children from the Blue Ridge Chorale's youth choir are going to be actually performing a song with her as well. So it's not just this big name national talent coming to town. Culpeper is getting to perform with her.
That is incredible.
And there is even a hint that there will be a sing-along as well.
Really?
Really.
Well, my Saturday night is locked up now. Although I probably need to practice a little bit more. It's not like I can take my shower into the theater. I sound amazing in the shower.
I'm sure the basso is right there. So that show is actually also $25. It starts at 7:30. And for this show, children are actually half price.
Oh, wonderful.
So it's a great evening for the family to come on out, see the show. Kids 12 and under, like I said, are half price. And it's selling very well, actually. So get your seats quickly for Elizabeth Von Trapp, because she's going to be here, and it's going to be phenomenal.
Well, you mentioned get your tickets. It was a perfect opportunity to talk about the box office.
Absolutely.
How one could, if I wanted to get tickets for Elizabeth Von Trapp this Saturday or the Reflex this Friday night, where would I go? What would I do?
3 ways to do that. One, you can go to our website, www.culpepertheater.org. Look under events, click on your event where it says purchase tickets, and you can go ahead and purchase your tickets through our website. Second thing you can do, Thursday through Saturday, 10 to 2, you can stop by the State Theater itself. One of our wonderful staff in the box office are there to help you, and you can purchase your tickets there. You can also, if you need the assistance, go ahead and call us at 540-829-0293, 0292, excuse me, and they would be glad to help you over the phone as well.
All right, wonderful. So that's just the first weekend,
That's just the first
in
weekend.
November.
Just the first
So
weekend.
please tell me more.
Telling you more. We're very excited that we are going to be honoring the veterans who have been served in all of our previous military engagements. On Wednesday, November 11th, which is Veterans Day, we are having a free concert from the Rhythm and Blues Jazz Band. It is absolutely 100% free. You can stop by and pick up your tickets. We would love for every veteran in Culpeper and all the surrounding counties to please come out, fill our audience. This is our gift to them for giving the service that so few are called to do in serving your country overseas in the military. It's going to be a fantastic big brass band night and very patriotic, and we really do hope not only the veterans, but their families, local children that want to also be a part of it, local families that just want to come and honor those individuals.
And no better way to do it. First off, the free concert's wonderful, honoring our veterans. And Rhythm and Blue is just, they are the top of the heap. They are the band, a military band.
They will blow you away with the harmonies are fantastic. It's that big brass sound that swells and wells us up, and just makes you feel absolutely proud to be American.
Indeed. All right, so that covers our Veterans Day on November 11th, and we have more coming up that weekend, correct?
We actually don't have anything coming up until Monday. The State Theater is taking a weekend off. We are trying to make sure we have a little bit of breathing room before the rest of the holidays hit. So we're a little thankful for that. But we're coming right back on Monday with the next in our school field trip series. We're very, very proud of our State Theater Education Program, our STEPS, as we like to call them. We are bringing Theater 4, which of course is a Virginia company. It's actually the largest youth touring company, Theater for Youth touring company on the East Coast. Very proud that it's Virginia based. We are bringing Theater 4 to Culpeper for students to see the production of Hiawatha, which is a wonderful story about a Native American leader who brought together the Iroquois Confederation. That was a really good history point right there.
That was
You were
really
impressed.
good. I was. Did you see my jaw drop a little bit?
A little. We have 2 shows going on. We're very happy to say that the first show is sold out, 9:30. All of our school groups filled those slots. We do have a few seats left for our 12:30 show, so we are inviting any of our private school or homeschool groups to please contact us. You can contact me at education@culpepertheater.org.
Okay.
The tickets are all $6, which is incredibly affordable for school children. And then they can, the school groups who would like some seats at the 12:30 show can help us fill out the audience and at the same time get a wonderful theatrical production that has educational value as well.
I like what you're doing here. This is very nice.
I do what I can.
Well, as you're talking about, the philosophy of programming is just, it is completely evident in what is going on in November. And one of the things that I also wanted to mention as we move through November is talking about the new Fresh Air Gallery.
Absolutely.
That's a wonderful partnership, and they have something new coming up this month.
They do. So we have now had our first showing, The Best of the Piedmont. The Best of the Piedmont gallery is coming to an end. That show is coming in to an end, I should say. And now we are bringing in a show called A Winter's Tale.
Ooh.
Yes. So November 19th will be the gallery opening. I believe it is at 7 o'clock, but check our website or the Arts and Culture Center in Culpeper's Facebook page.
Very nice.
Or our Facebook page. Like all of those Facebook pages. And that is the public gallery opening. So there will be a whole new selection of art for sale, as well as a wonderful reception and usually a meet and greet with many of the artists who make those works and submit them for us.
Yeah, and I must say, for those who have not had the opportunity to see the art on display, it really is incredible, the amount of talent in our area.
Oh, absolutely. It's actually one of the best joys now. Besides everything else I do, it's very nice to go out into the lobby and take a moment to really look at some of the works and all of the hard effort and artistry that's put into them. So it's made kind of the State Theater a nice calm job on certain moments, because you just go out and you appreciate that artistry in our lobby. So
Well, I know when we were there doing our program with yourself, Keith, and Elizabeth, I found myself at the end of the shoot, I was literally staring at one of those pictures, that the 2-panel picture with the birds.
Yes.
I was just standing there, I was just soaking it in, is probably a very good term. And I know that with this new exhibit, A Winter's Tale, I know I'm going to have that feeling, and as everyone else will, when they come in and see, there will be a piece of art that they will connect with.
Absolutely. There's about 3 that I have picked as I just go and I look and let it wash over me, and it's a very nice result of having the gallery in place. So
We'll touch on that a little bit more, but as we move through the month of November, the events continue on.
yes, they do.
And here we are looking at, I think we're on the 20th?
The 20th of November, on Friday, November 20th at 8 p.m., the Queen of Bluegrass herself, Rhonda Vincent, is coming to Culpeper. Actually, I should say coming back to Culpeper. She actually reached out to us. She had such a great time last year in Culpeper with all of her bluegrass fans. She cannot disappoint. She said she must come back, and so we're going to have a rip-roaring concert.
I think you're a little excited about her coming back to town.
I am. It's just cool. What can I say? So we're very excited to have Rhonda back, and her show is selling fast. If you liked Marty Stewart, you should have already bought your ticket to Rhonda Vincent, and if you haven't, buy your ticket to Rhonda Vincent, because she is bringing. It's all her full concert. And it's going to be put on your boots and come down in line. I would like to see some line dancing down in the State Theater, just saying.
Just to say it happened.
Just to say it happened. I'll bring my cowboy boots if you bring yours.
I have to find some, buy some, but I'm sure I can make that happen.
I think there's a shop right down.
There actually is.
North of Culpeper.
There actually is. And once you were exposed to that music in a live venue, something just clicks inside you.
Absolutely. So that's why we're looking forward to Rhonda returning. We're very thankful. She actually really loves us. She, like I said earlier, she reached out to us and she said, I want to come back to the State Theater. I want to come back to Culpeper. Those people know how to party. So Culpeper, you got a party to come to November 20th, because Rhonda Vincent's back in town.
I'll have to make sure I get my tickets.
So.
All right, as we continue on, we're not even through November yet.
We're not.
What's next?
Another offering from the Winmore Foundation for the Arts in their signature series, and I should point out, they've been a wonderful partner to us. Deb Smyers, their executive director, and their board are wonderful friends, and we're very thankful for their partnership. But they are bringing us a matinee production of Hansel and Gretel and the Little Green Dragon. It is a wonderful interactive event for families. It is a 2 p.m. matinee on Saturday, so no late nights for the kids. Get them all dressed up and bring them on to the State Theater and just watch as a combination of orchestra and opera and theater all come together to create this delightful little children's story. There are local children in the show that you need to come out and see and support, and just enjoy a good family offering of a very classic with a twist story at the State Theater.
Now, I know I kind of get carried away on tangents every now and again. Go figure. But we're talking about Hansel and Gretel and Little Green Dragon. And it reminds me of when I was much younger, and we had the opportunity in my school to go to a venue much like the State Theater. And I saw Peter and the Wolf. And I know you shared a similar story a couple months back when we first did the show. And I will never forget that moment. I mean, even now, 30-ish years old, I will never forget it. And I still will be whistling the theme of Peter and the Wolf and remember that. And that's how much theater can have an impact on a child's life.
I grew up very fortunate that I had a lot of live entertainment, live theater in my life as well. And the shows I actually enjoyed the most were the ones I got to go to with my parents. I remember going down to Guys and Dolls actually at the Carpenter Center when it was on tour right after Nathan Lane left the tour. But to watch that show and to look over and see my parents also enjoying it made me know that it was something worth my time. So I hope that the parents in Culpeper can bring their children to this offering and give their children the opportunity to watch joy on their faces and also see the joy on their kids' faces, because there's nothing more magical than live performance. So
couldn't have said it better myself. So I love these offerings, and we still have more to come.
We still have more to come. Changing veins, Sunday, for all of downtown, not just for the State Theater, is Holiday Open House. We're very happy to be partnering with CRI. They reached out to us, and we're happy to be a part of it. The State Theater itself is going to be offering some real fun. Stop by and enjoy the programming we offer. The first thing we've done in the past is we are doing holiday short films. So if parents, you need to leave your child to say go buy them something at Lollipop Station, you're welcome, Faith. Then stop by the State Theater, drop them in. There's a 30-minute classic holiday short of Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer or Frosty the Snowman. They can come watch that. Now, upstairs in the Black Box, we are working on our partnership with GameStop Culpeper. For those teens who are too cool to watch the movies, they can actually come and have sample time of the latest and hottest video games coming out for the Christmas season.
Really?
Really. We're going to have a whole array of TVs and gaming consoles up. Very, very fortunate to have a wonderful working relationship with Tim Winchell, who's the manager at GameStop, Culpeper, and he is gracious enough to bring those games over so kids have something to do at the State Theater, and also, be able to say, Mom and Dad, I want that game, and I want that game, and I want that game.
So there's no confusion come Christmas.
There's no confusion come Christmas. They could even bring Mom and Dad up. See, this is why I want to play this, and there you go.
Well, that's great. I mean, obviously, there are going to be a ton of things available downtown. Holiday Open House is always an event. Streets are packed. CRI, as you mentioned, does a great job, and the State Theater is just adding even more to what's there, and I think that's wonderful. I mean, you're going to have to get me to make a tough decision between the Island of Misfits toys and playing some video games.
And there's one more thing in there.
Oh,
there's
really?
There's one more thing in there.
We forgot to say, but wait, there's more.
But wait, there's more.
Thank you.
We are actually having a gallery lobby stage. So we are putting a call out to any of our local single or double artists who want to come and have a little 15-minute session on the stage playing any sort of holiday music they would like. If they would like to play the gallery stage, they just need to email me at events@culpepertheater.org. We have a few slots. We have some of those slots are being filled up by the choir from a little production coming up of Christmas Carol. What? But otherwise, we are also opening up our lobbies so that local artists can also bring their talents to the day and help us all celebrate the start of the season.
I couldn't think of a better place to be than downtown Culpeper for the Holiday Open House.
I'm looking forward to it. It's going to be my first Holiday Open House downtown, and I love the start of the holiday season, so this is going to be really exciting.
I'll see you there.
But wait, there's more.
What? I love it. Please tell me more.
The State Theater is offering to all of our patrons a 10% discount on all tickets purchased on the day of Holiday Open House at the State Theater for all of the shows in December. That's
a pretty good idea.
You were silent there for a little bit.
You actually physically took the words right out of my mouth.
It is our way of giving back. We also know that holiday traditions such as the Nutcracker, going to Christmas Carol, partaking of anything that is in the holidays, you want to stretch those holiday dollars a little further. So we really realize that the best gift we can give is a little discount so that you will come and celebrate your holidays with us, which whatever performance you want to come to, and then be able to also, take care of presents and dinners and everything else for the holidays.
So as we approach the as we are currently at the time of taping, we are approaching the Holiday Open House. If I'm interested in looking to purchase those tickets and I want to see what's coming up, you would probably recommend to head to the website for the complete listing of events?
Absolutely. Go to www.culpepertheater.org, go to events, scroll on down, you'll see all of our December offerings. They are all up. And on top of that, if you want and you're a little bit more savvy, you can also just go to our Facebook page, and our Facebook page has events, and those links will take you right to the ticket purchasing as well.
Wonderful. Okay, now was that it?
No.
Okay, but wait, there actually is more.
There's more.
Okay, we're not done with November yet.
We're not done yet. We're very excited. We started actually using our black box stage. Last mid-October, we had some folks approach us and they wanted to do an open mic night. So we put our heads together, figured out a plan, and we had our first, and I'm happy to say the 60 seats that are in the Black Box Theater were sold out. It was standing room only. We had about 15, 16 emerging artists all there jamming and playing. It was a great crowd and everybody loved it. And so we said, well, we need to do this again. So we thought, what better day to kind of have a nice relax and chill than Black Friday? So we're saying, everybody, after you do your Black Friday shopping, come out to the State Theater. We are having another open mic night, our Black Box Black Friday event. See what I did there?
I was almost gonna
was
tempt you to have it
almost-
say it a couple times really
No,
fast.
please. And we're very excited to have it hosted by Teddy Deal, who is a local musician. He's also in Christmas Carol. He's actually one of the people spearheading the movement for the open mic night. We're very fortunate to have him involved. The show starts at 7. This time around, it's $5. If you want to play open mic night, again, just email me at events@culpeppertheater.org. The guidelines for open mic night are on our Facebook page, so I encourage any young musician or not so young musician to check out the guidelines. It's 2 songs, not to go over 10 minutes, but we have slots for another 15 or 16 up-and-coming musicians to come and play the State Theater.
I think that this is just a wonderful opportunity. Very good day to do it when things get a little stressful or hectic.
Absolutely.
You need to relax with some local
Yeah,
music.
I'm excited. I actually like that sort of, the open mic night, the atmosphere. The crowd is always supportive and wonderful, and so we're looking forward to the next one.
Glad to hear it. All right, so that has to wrap up November. Seriously?
Seriously.
We only have a certain amount of time.
You only have so many days. All right. The last part of our November programming, we're reaching out to our film friends, our diehard film friends, who want to see The Hunger Games, the final one, Mockingjay Part 2. But of course, to go see Mockingjay Part 2, you really got to start at the beginning.
Yeah.
So what we're doing at the State Theater on Small Business Saturday, starting at 10 in the morning, is we are having the Hunger Games Trilogy. We are starting...
Nice.
The puns just flow. We are starting with the Hunger Games. We will then do the film of Catching Fire, the second one, and then we'll do the third one, Mockingjay Part 1. The films are at 10, 1, and 4 respectively. Each film is $5, so you're getting all 3 films for $15, plus whatever concessions. Hang out at the State Theater all day. It is also part of our Small Business Saturday, so wait, there's more. In addition to what we're doing on a holiday open house, any tickets bought on Small Business Saturday at the box office of the State Theater for shows of December, the total receives a 10% discount.
I like this. This is nice.
I'm trying.
This is good.
This is good.
This is good stuff.
So come chill for some movies on Saturday, because we all know that after the major shopping, you just want to chill out, and we want you to come chill out at the State Theater. And then when you're done, go over to our friends at Regal, catch the final film. It's epic. Epic is the word I've got.
I tell you what, looking back throughout the entirety of November, the philosophy of programming really is on display.
Mm-hmm.
I really love what you guys have going on, bringing back the open mic nights.
Absolutely.
Giving back to the community with the Veterans Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's November. This November is just a great month.
It's a fantastic month.
All right, now before we start closing things out a little bit, you mentioned something a couple times, and I want to bring it back.
Okay.
This Christmas Carol thing.
Yeah, it's Christmas Carol thing.
A community production of a Christmas Carol.
A community production of a Christmas Carol.
Talk to us about how it's going. We talked about rehearsals.
It's going fantastic. We've now been in rehearsals for a whole month. Mm-hmm. Lines are actually due this week, so I've been having a lot of fun in rehearsal, watching my actors actually do really well. I love my actors. They are doing phenomenal. There's just such a wonderful spirit in the production. Lots of familiar faces involved. I'm not going to name any of them, because then they'll all personally be like, why didn't you mention me? But there was a phenomenal article in last week's Culpeper Times about the whole production. But we're moving forward. We have some amazing effects in the show, some wonderful people working behind the scenes, building the set, designing lights, designing costumes. We're very excited about it. If you want, Johnny, maybe another day we can do a few tapings, and I can let you into the backstage to see what's going on with this Christmas Carol.
I might be interested
You
in
might
doing
be
that.
interested. Good. Well, we'll look forward to that. So we're really excited about it. There's only one problem, though.
What's that?
I still don't have a Ghost of Christmas Future.
I've heard I point
You point really well.
very menacingly.
So what I've mentioned this before. We are looking for an individual or two who are very generous who would like to support the production financially to step forward. And in doing so, they get to play the iconic role of the Ghost of Christmas Future.
I like that.
And the best part about that role is literally there are no lines to memorize.
Oh.
You wear a dark black cloak where your face isn't even seen, and you just, as you showed, have to point condemningly at Ebenezer Scrooge. So if there's anybody in town who would like the fun of being part of the production, you only have to come to 1 week of rehearsal in December and then help us put our production together and be the sponsor of it, which is how theater works, is wonderful people. Everybody's got a part to play, and sometimes that part is you are the sponsor, you are the patron that brings theater to the audience and the community.
Well, we've been talking about this for a little while, and both on and off camera. Community theater is something that is extremely important to the fabric of the community.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's something to be said about you and I sitting in the seats, seeing our friends, our neighbors up on stage doing a fantastic job. It really brings the community together. And one of the things I mentioned specifically today is this opportunity does not come along for me. This is a unique opportunity.
Oh, absolutely.
For a community-driven play inside of a state-of-the-art facility in a historical setting in one of the greatest towns in the world, let's be honest.
I see it on all these lists all the time, that Culpeper is a great place to be, and now that I've lived here, I believe it.
There you go.
I love it. There's something about getting a script and getting some friends and saying, let's put on a play. And the magic starts to happen. And when there's laughters in rehearsal, and there's people who show up on a Saturday morning to cut lumber and put it together in, flats, which are for fake walls, and we paint and we sew and we put a light in a specific place so that you will have this moment of, as an audience member, of only looking at that, so my sleight of hand over here can move other pieces. But in the entire time you're told a story, and you leave watching that story told by your fellow community storytellers, and it affects you. And you go back and you think, this is the part of maybe I'm going to change a little bit of part of my life, or I'm going to think about this story more in my life. What I love about Christmas Carol is at the end, Scrooge says, I will live Christmas in the past and the present and future. I will keep it all my days. And that's the message for me that I just got a chill saying it right there.
It resonates.
How wonderful it is. And for the community players to remind us of those lessons, because we do forget them. That's the power of theater for me. That's the power of a community theater for me. So I'm very honored that we are able to do this production for the community. I hope they pour out to see it. I would love the problem of we're sold out and I have to add a matinee. So I encourage Culpeper to please buy your tickets now, or wait. That's fine. You want to wait to November 22nd? That's fine. But it's worth the ticket now. Buy your tickets to Christmas Carol. Come out and support this group of community players that's really doing it as a gift to their community.
So, and support is a very good word that I wanted to touch on again. So obviously coming out, enjoying the play, being part of the community and seeing what your community is doing for you is probably the number one. And you mentioned the advertisers and sponsors. If I'm able to help out, would I call you or email you?
The easiest way is to call me at 540-829-0293, extension 109. I'm usually at my desk. If I'm not, I'm usually taping spots with Johnny, or out running around talking to all the wonderful residents of Culpeper about our theater. Or you can email me at steven@culpepertheater.org. We are looking not only for the sponsors, you mentioned advertisers, we are looking to actually have a full playbill with everybody's names on it. We would love for all the businesses in Culpeper to buy a small ad, and let's have them show their support for the arts in the community through that advertisement.
And that thing's going to be a keepsake.
And that
the first
it's
production.
the first full production done in the State Theater, produced by essentially the town of Culpeper. You know, it's not just State Theater, and it's not just Winmore, because we're supported by our community, and so really the community is supporting that production. And if there's more on our schedule that the community wants to support, by all means, don't just buy tickets. If there's those friends who really want to support our vision of our programming, by all means, give us a call. We have shows that you can sponsor. We're willing to work with you to make sure that you are giving to your community. And
Wonderful.
The arts is the best way to give to your community.
I would definitely agree with you. All right, so Stephen, we have just an amazing November. We've had past months that are just incredible.
Absolutely.
And here we are, November with the same. In December, we have, I know, another
December's
month. It's just going to blow my mind is what's going to happen. I'm really excited about what's upcoming. I know, I wish I could come to every single one of these shows. But in the meantime, I'll have to pick and choose my favorites. And well, actually, let me rephrase that. I'll let the wife choose her favorites. That's probably the smarter move to make.
I'm not going to advise you there, my friend.
All right, and before we close things out, I really wanted to touch on something that you've been speaking about throughout the entirety of the program, indeed the entire series. And I think is really important. We're talking about community. And here we are, you're talking about partnerships with Winmore, the ballet troupe, the Blue Ridge Chorale, your STEP program, partnering with local theaters, making the Arts and Cultural Center, partnering with local businesses like GameStop, and in the community with the
CRI,
the school system. Really, it's just phenomenal work. It is a great representation of how the State Theater and the community can all come together as one Culpeper.
Absolutely.
This is just great.
Absolutely.
And I think I mentioned before, this is what I personally envisioned, and how it's going to be successful for the theater in the future is that community.
You know, Culpeper is going to grow. We've all heard various tales of what's going to happen, but I know that when a community grows, when people choose to move to a community, they look for that quality of life, schools, vibrancy of the businesses in the area. But the other thing on that list is arts and entertainment. And the fact of the matter is, not a lot of communities have an amazing state-of-the-art facility. That means you don't have to go to Charlottesville, you don't have to go to DC, you don't have to go to Richmond, you don't have to go to Fredericksburg, because Fredericksburg comes here. Germany comes here for Jerry Lewis. We had someone from Germany and someone from Canada, and they came all that way to Culpeper. Culpeper has this wonderful gem, as the best way of saying it. This is a premier venue, and so I would really love it to see it continue to be that for the community, because I think this will, with all the support that can have, become the destination in the state for live entertainment.
Our gem of the Piedmont.
Gem of the Piedmont.
Well, Stephen, again, just a fantastic job, you and the entire staff and crew over at State Theater. Really excited about November's offerings. Really excited about what we're going to be doing with the community production of A Christmas Carol. Really excited about that. So again, one more time, give us some contact information and how I can help be part of it again.
Just for general information, go to www.culpepertheater.org, theater with an R-E, .org. If you want tickets, tics at culpepertheater.org or 540-829-0292. If you're trying to get myself, 540-829-0293, extension 109. If you don't get me, you can always talk to the wonderful and amazing Jody Stone, our theater manager. Her extension's extension 100. General information, events, EVENTS, at culpepertheater.org. And we'll be happy to get back to you, answer all your questions, and welcome you when you come through the double doors under the marquee of the State Theater.
And I can't wait till that happens once again. Stephen, thank you so much for your time today.
Absolutely, Johnny. Thank you.
All right, and I look forward to seeing you next month.
Absolutely.
And again, thank you for tuning in. It is always a pleasure to find out what's going on at the State Theater, at our State Theater, right here in Culpeper. And it's always nice to talk to this guy, too. He's okay.
I try.
All right, folks, so until we see you at one of the many wonderful shows for basically everyone, as they showcase the arts to everyone, we look forward to seeing you there. Again, use the information that we've been giving you today. Don't forget to log on to Facebook, give them a like for all the information, and follow our State Theater. Until we see you again under the marquee, heading into another fantastic show, you have yourselves a great day, and of course, a better tomorrow.